This is Balanandan, a 13-year-old rising star from Kerala and one of the brightest positional talents and junior masters of 361 Global Festival. Well, despite his young age, Balanandan delivered an outstanding performance. He was playing in Challenger section and in Junior section. He finished as the runner-up of this tournament and taking home rupees 1,50,000 along with the trophy in the Junior Master section. And in this video, we will dive into one of his best games of this event, where he showcased exceptional positional understanding, brilliant tactical play, and an incredible queen sacrifice to completely outplay his opponent. So I'm joined with Balanandan. Balanandan, congratulations on your amazing win against Om. And how are you feeling right now? You even sacrificed a queen, and it was a very attacking, aggressive game.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. He played a very uncommon opening, but I had some prep against it before, so I just played that.
Yeah, he played one F4. Were you like, what were you feeling when he played one F4? It's
He
not very common in classical game. Like, of
yeah
course, in
yeah
bullet, it's few people play it, but in classical, it's very uncommon.
yeah. I also thought he always plays e4, so I was pretty surprised when he played f4. But I was like, it's okay, it's not that bad.
Okay, and you're playing both the events, right? Junior
Yeah,
Masters and Challengers. So don't you get tired?
yeah. Actually, junior masters, some games were not that long, so I didn't get that much tired. But the game in the morning lasted a long time, so I was a bit tired in the next round. But it's okay, I can manage.
And also during these days, how do you prepare? Like your whole day you are playing chess, and then again you go and prepare for your next round, or you just take some rest?
Usually, there is only time to prepare for one game. I just play some online games instead because there is not much time to prepare. So I just play some games.
You prepare by playing online games, or you just play online games for fun?
Yeah, for fun, and then I prepare for some time, and then I just play for
Okay. And who is your coach and with whom you are working right now?
fun. Right now, I'm working with um, GM Sundarajan Kidambi.
Okay, great. And again, coming back to this tournament and this victory, you played a very aggressive game. Can you take us through your game?
Yeah, sure. So he started with f4. I played knight f6. I had some prep in this earlier, and he just continued like this. I played g6, he played g3, bishop g7. This is all just opening. d4, castles, and castles. Now he played d3 and I played c5. So up until this, I had everything prepared, and he played knight c3. I was thinking about playing d4 here, but then I didn't have much memory of this because I prepared this like a few weeks ago, so I didn't have much memory. I was confused whether to play d4 or knight c6, but at the end I chose knight c6, but in the game you'll see why.
Also, in the opening, when usually no one plays f4, and it is said by many coaches that f4 is a very bad move. So, were you confident or were you shocked that, shocked that someone played f4 and confident that your opponent played a bad opening? How did you approach at that time?
Um, I was a bit surprised at f4, but uh, before a few rounds, my opponent that I prepared against played f4, so I was I was I was okay when playing against it before because I had a refresh of the preparation. F4 is not that bad of a move, but I don't think it should be played like that. I think he was playing it for the first time. He didn't know much theory, so I think he shouldn't have done it. He should have stuck with his natural opening e4. Yeah, so he played e4 here. I think that is the best move. And d4, knight e2 and e5. I sacrificed a pawn, but it's not much of a sacrifice. After takes, there's just knight g4. I'll take back and his bishop is blocked. So I think that's why he played knight h4 here. And here I played knight e8 because I wanted to reroute my knight and bring it to d6. He played f5 and I played knight d6. Again, as usual, my plan. And yeah, he played b3 here. I don't think this should be played. It was creating a hook and it allowed an opportunity for what I played in the game b5. Because normally if I play b5 here, it's kind of like a reverse King's Indian. Like with white, if you play b5, there is a4 and this is going into the bayonet. So you have to take, and there is no pawn on b3. So after a4, a5, a4, there is no pawn to attack there. So I think b3, he shouldn't have played b3. He should have just attacked on the king side, but he played b3. Then I got a chance to play a5, a4, takes, and I played bishop d7. He played rook back because otherwise he would lose a tempo to knight b4. So he played rook back. I played a5 and then he played bishop d7. Bishop d2, sorry. I think he was preparing queen c1 and then bishop h6. But anyway, that is not interrupting with my plan of pushing a4. So I just played knight b4.
You have very strong command of recollecting and creating patterns which you have seen before, right? Like this plan of b3, like you have already seen before, right?
Yeah. And also my friend just played it against me a few days ago. So I had full, like he played it against me a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had some sort of confidence going into this.
Okay, great.
And now he played. He played king h1. I'm not very sure what's the idea of this move because now I think he just lost a tempo. I don't know what he's doing with king h1. I was very surprised. He should have just played queen c1. Actually, it's a bit dangerous for black if he doesn't pay attention because bishop h6 and takes f6 and just queen h6. I have to play knight e8. Like it can happen like this, just saying. Bishop h6, he can take f6 and queen h6 and knight f5. This looks very dangerous. But not right now but with some preparation it can be very dangerous. So I think he should have just stuck on with his attack, but he didn't do that. He played king h1, very strange move.
Queen on d1.
Yeah, queen on d1, sorry. a4, continuing with my queen side attack. He took, now I don't think this is a good move. I think the engine recommends it because it's gonna be dangerous if bishop a4 comes in the c2 pawn. But he needs this bishop for his attack if he's gonna attack. Because later in the game he didn't have any attack. If he kept his bishop, something like g4 and then queen after takes, queen will come to g5. f6, g5, he can sacrifice his bishop. That's usually what we do in King's Indian. So he could just move his knight back, play g4, h4. And if I play f6 and g5, if that happens at all, then he can just sacrifice with his bishop. But he just took, takes, bishop takes, and queen d2 attacking my pawn. Now I'm forced to defend this pawn, so queen b6, rook b1. And now I saw that this endgame was winning if I played, I played queen c5. And if he took, I can just take and the endgame is completely winning for me. The c2, d3 chain is just too weak. So he didn't take. Um, uh, he played rook b2, defending this pawn. I think it's pretty much forced. Rook c1 is blocking the rook. I think you shouldn't do that. I played here. I kind of missed that this is not hanging because this is just like if I take, he takes, and my bishop is hanging. I did not see that. I just played this quickly and then he played g4. But this is still fine for black. Yeah, I played bishop to f8. The idea is I have to protect this pawn in the future if I'm gonna bring my knight or something. I can't leave it hanging. He has threats of taking, so I have to defend it before something goes wrong.
And as you said before, that white exchanged the dark bishop, so the attack on king side is not so dangerous.
Yeah, so if he had the bishop now, he could just play bishop h6. It would be a bit difficult for me. He could just, if I played bishop e7 or something, he could repeat. And if f6, when bishop e7, he can just sacrifice. That is the idea in the King's Indian. But it's, when the knight is on b4, I think he thought he had to take. But I'm not sure it was forced. So he took, and now bishop, no sorry, he played bishop h3, and the idea was to play g5, so I prevented it. I don't think I have to prevent it, but it's just unnecessary to allow it, so I guess bishop d7 was just fine. And then he played rook f1. I think he was trying to attack with queen g5 or something. I'm not sure it works, but I can just continue with my queenside attack. Knight f3, knight e3. Now he played rook c1. And now I'm attacking, so he has to play rook c1. It's kind of forced. And now I played bishop a4. This was all very quickly.
Your understanding of how pieces work with each other is very strong. Like the way you reroute your black bishop on f8, then you took your bishop to d7, then you brought your knight from b5 to a3, and now bringing again your bishop. So this is a very strong point you have. So do you read lot of books or maybe studies, or you just know this position very well? So preparation or
Uh, I have an interest in looking at studies very much. I've created a few, and I've read some books by Boris Gelfand about strategy and technical play. But this is also, I play the King's Indian with black too, so I know some of the ideas for white.
yeah, almost like earlier also you know the ideas from white also how white should attack on the king side, and you know from black also. To great understanding. Please continue.
Yeah, so he played bishop. Sorry, I just have to. Yeah, I was not sure. He played g5, attacking my rook, so I have to bring it either to e8 or c6. I brought it to e8. And now I think he felt that he had to defend the c2 pawn. I don't know why it is not needed that much. He already had defense there, because if I took and then takes, he just has the exchange. I mean, two pieces for a rook and a pawn. But I think he felt that the pass pawn was dangerous, so he played this. Now I was thinking about rook e7, but then I saw the pawn was hanging, so I couldn't do that too. And his pieces are all tied up, so I was then thinking about the idea of this queen c3, the sacrifice. So I was thinking he was also low on time, so I might just prepare something for it. I played rook a7 because I wanted to get this anyway, get this rook here. he played bishop g4, and I played rook f2. Now this is preparing the move, just waiting for some. He has to make some moves to reach the time control, so I'm just preparing moves for the. And then king g2, and I played queen c3. Now the idea is, if he trades, it's almost like a winning endgame because his pieces are very tied up to defending the c2 pawn, and the knight. It just looks so bad for white. So he did not even think about this. It was too miserable because after takes, just takes. If the queen moves, takes. Rook here. I don't even have to promote right away. I can just wait and play some move like this. b1 queen is coming. I can take. So I was thinking about this queen c3, and I just executed it now.
You played this like a python, slowly and steadily. Cramped. You made your opponent into a cramped position,
Yeah.
and then now you are attacking, and it's everything is falling apart.
Yeah. He played after this. He took immediately. He didn't even calculate because it was very bad. And then I felt like I should have took with this pawn. And then his rook would have been a present up there. And this rook also cannot escape. If this rook moves, this rook cannot move. This rook moves, then this rook cannot move. And I think I should have considered this, but I was a bit afraid of having to deal with some counterplay, so I just played this. He played rook b6, threatening bishop e6, so I didn't want to allow that. I played bishop c5 because now if he plays, I can just take and then I will get a piece. So he played rook a6, and now I should have played this. I had it all planned out before, and I should have played this. And now this is just simply winning, I think, but I played this. And now it just became a bit hard because after takes, I lost that bishop, and now bishop d7. I think it's still better, but not as winning as before. Rook a8, he took, and he played king f3. No, I'm sorry, he played knight g1. I think he was preparing this move, but there is not much use. White cannot do anything to win anyways. I think the only way he can even try for a draw is just by moving back and forth. He can't try anything here because, as you saw in the game,
Like, the position looks very bad. All the pieces on the last line cannot move anywhere. Close pawns.
Even if this was the engine is showing it's only a slightly better position, but from a human perspective, it's
Completely lost.
Yeah, it looks very losing. King f7, king e6, king g3. I'm sorry, king f2, I think, and then rook b8. So he played king e2 here. It was just shuffling. I guess he should have gone here first, not wasting time. And first I played this, protecting this. And I was just advancing my king. I had a clear plan here to bring the king like this, bring the knight like this, and if takes, and here, and if he ever tries this, I always have rook b7. That's what happened in the game. Rook b7, and I think here maybe he missed bishop f8 or something. I don't know why he took. It was losing anyways, I guess, yeah. So it was just a desperate last try.
It was an easy convert for black.
Yeah, I just played this, and now this is just completely.
Yes, the pawn cannot move forward, and white cannot do anything.
He cannot even take the pawn. The knight is gonna behind.
Thank you so much for giving this interview and showing this game. And once again, best wishes for your upcoming rounds and upcoming chess journey. Thank you so much.
Yeah.